Well, we've talked quite a bit about layoffs recently, particularly in the tech sector, but layoffs can happen to anyone, and it can be particularly difficult for those in the later years of their career. Despite what's looking to be a robust job market, finding and landing your next gig can feel like a job in itself. For ways you can prepare for and overcome sudden job loss, we're joined by Bruce Sellery, CEO of Credit Canada. Bruce, great to speak with you, and I know that you'll bring some positivity to this subject that would be really difficult if you were hit with a job loss. But let's say you're trying to get ahead of that. You're trying to prepare for the possibility. What could you do?
Three things: prepare financially, practically, and emotionally. So obviously, I think about the finances first, given the clients that we serve at Credit Canada. What you can do is look at your cash flow. So if this were to happen to you, how much fixed expense do you have, and how would you deal with that? Of course, the other part, which people have been talking about for years, is an emergency fund. And I can give you some more specifics on that, but that's a key piece of it. The third thing is eliminate your credit card debt so that you don't have that coming into the risk of a job loss. Practically, update your resume, update your LinkedIn while you have time and while you have access to that information that's in your performance review. What did I deliver on that project? I can't remember. The other practical thing is to remove your personal email, your personal contacts from that work world in case you are terminated. Now, a great employer would give you some time to do that, but more and more we're finding that people are just locked out. The third thing is the emotional stuff. And this is a big, big challenge for people. I think I'd say be prepared that it could happen. It could always have happened, but there's just a lot more talk about it these days. Second, do your work, because some of these layoffs, they connect performance. So sometimes they, shut down an entire office, and sometimes they say, listen, we're going to cut the bottom 5% or 10%. The last thing I would say emotionally is we do not want this to be a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So let's think positive. One door closes and another opens.
Yeah, it's interesting, right? And we talk so much about the labor market being so hot. We just had that blockbuster jobs report last Friday, but then we heard from the Bank of Canada today, Tiff Macklem, talking about the need for, the labor market to cool a bit further from here. So that translates into this possibility of job losses. What happens for that person who is, mid-career and they've been at the same employer for a long time and they haven't really searched for a job in a very long time? How much more challenging would that situation be?
Well, I think it is more challenging if this is something you haven't done in a while. I'd provide three things. One is the job search is the same, but it's different. So these days, you can network on Zoom. People do this. It's not just about the coffee chats. And the way the algorithm works on those online, posting sites is very, very different. The old school interview prep, that's pretty much the same. But I think for people who haven't done it a while, to refresh themselves, to know that this is your job. This will be your job. The other thing that I think is critical is to prepare for a potential hit to your identity and your ego. All of us, even if we say, oh, I'm parking my job at the door and going home on the weekend, we still derive a sense of satisfaction and a sense of belonging from the job that we have. So just be prepared for that. And the third thing, a reminder in particular for mid-career folks, the process can take time, right? Yeah. It really can take time. The more senior you are, it could be 6 months, it could be a year. And in that time, find ways to keep your self-expression. So maybe that's consulting, maybe that's volunteering. It needs to be something else other than informational interviews and filing applications, because that is just, it may be your job, but it's not a very fun job to do 40 hours a week.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting. You mentioned the networking part, Bruce, and that also could be something that you might do in advance as well, right? In terms of making sure that you have those connections out there. If something were to happen, you know that you could call on that person to maybe, help you out or connect you to someone else or that kind of thing.
Fill your well before you're thirsty. That's actually the title of one of these networking books. And, when someone has been laid off, of course, you're going to reach out to your network and call. Yeah. But that request is so much easier for the receiver to hear if you've made an effort before you're desperate. Because there's a little bit of like, what, now you're calling me? How about you pick up the phone before you need to do that? I think a really critical thing.
Yeah, makes it a little bit more reasonable, perhaps. Now, you mentioned the fact that this could take a while. The job hunt could take a while. For some people, when they're laid off, they get a severance. So how do you manage that in the best way?
Think about it as the continuance of your salary. And it may be that it's in a lump sum, but the idea is to provide you with a roof over your head and food in your fridge for the time it takes for you to find a new job. It's not a bonus. So I wouldn't recommend you take a vacation, right?
Yeah.
So use that money in the way that it is intended. And if, amazing, you landed a job well before you expected and you do have some excess cash, think through what's going to make the biggest difference to your life. For some people, it's an RSP contribution. For others, it's paying down debt. For some people, it's a vacation.
It's still a vacation.
After you land that job, take it. But I would think very critically about that. Emergency funds are a big deal. How much you need is open for debate, right? It depends on your circumstances.
Yeah.
If you're a double income house, maybe your spouse can carry the mortgage for a while.
Right. Okay. So that's part of the prep thing. If you're thinking, well, I guess everybody should be thinking about the possibility that they might not have that income every couple of weeks anymore. So prepping that emergency fund just in case.
Yeah.